Boom! This game of boxing is played on levels. First level is you find a guy who can fight, and you find a guy who has a skill set, and you find a guy who has the will to go into the ring and display his ring cachet. Next level is you start to press this guy into a position where he will be challenged just a little bit further. His intestinal fortitude, his will, his drive, his determination, his purpose in the sport. And then there's level 3, where you find out who this guy is, because what we say in the game of boxing, on the inside, from inside of the corner, is the ring will soon tell the truth about everyone. Whoever you are will soon show up. Deontay Wilder tonight was shown level 3 of the sport, what it looks like. Until tonight, he really has not been tested. He's known every time he's been able to win every single round for the most part, or know before the fight even started that he was going to win the fight. And by the third round, it was evident that he was going to win the fight. With over a 95% knockout percentage, this guy already knows prior to the fight that he's going to win. During the fight, he can tell by the lack there of skill, the lack there of confidence that the other guy has. But before I go any further, I'd like to introduce myself for those who have never seen my show. My name is Eric Bradley, aka they call me the Real Fight Doctor. And there is no other in the sport of boxing on this level. I'm bringing you the education of boxing, and that's what we do on our channel. But Deontay Wilder tonight was tested by a Corky style, Polish, good corner, Ronnie Shields. He taught him things. He showed him how to stop being a thug and bring that same wherewithal with inside of the ring. And when he got into the ring, it was all about displaying what you learned in camp, showing what you're capable of doing. Szpilka fought unlike most people did. Most people thought he was not going to show up tonight. I knew that he was going to show up tonight. Early in the week, they were at the press conference, my man, and they were butting heads, for lack of a better term. Arthur headbutted Deontay, and I know what that does to a fighter. And whenever you're in that square circle and the man tests your manhood, it's hard to sleep at night until you can get your hands on him and put them things on him. So for Deontay to be able to hold his composure was a big thing, because he wanted to put that energy on him. And whenever he saw him that night, he did. First round, Corky style, shaking off nerves, couldn't get going. Second round, some of the same things, a little taunting from Arthur. Third round, same thing. The fight continuously went the direction that most people in the crowd don't want to see a fight. But let me break the complexity of the fight down. The objectivity was to not allow Deontay to fight at the range and the distance that he wanted to. Because if you let a guy like Deontay get off, he already has the length, he already has the size, he already has the power. If you give him that distance that he fights well at, the fight is over. So they decided to keep the distance, in and out, left to right. And what he did most, and I know this is what they practice, they call this, because it's called keeping your head off the line. And that's what he did. He mastered that all night long. And there are several fighters that master keeping your head off the line. That's what it's called. Just in case you didn't know, continuously get your education here at Master Boxing. This is where we get it down. The next thing he wanted to do was counter over Deontay's left, straight down the pipe. but he really should have thrown the right hook and the left to the stomach and spin out. But that's, like I said, your corner shows up. Everybody, no matter who you are, whatever you do, there are levels to what you do. And what I teach and I want people to understand is, when I say there is no other on this level, it does not matter who you are. I've been across the ring from the best of them. And that's when I was just coming up. And I could outthink. And I had the wherewithal to understand how to stay composed enough to make sure that the fighter understood not just what to do, but exactly how to do it. And that's where Arthur came short tonight. He knew what to do, but he didn't know exactly how to continuously pull it off over and over and over again. That's why when I say some people talk that boxing, but it's different when you are boxing. And I don't care who you go get. I don't just talk boxing, my friend. I am boxing. Not just around the gym, not just at the arena, not just on YouTube, not just on Facebook, not just posting pictures on Instagram. I am really boxing. And whenever you get into that ring, you better know that the guy that's behind you, that guy, when you look a guy in the face and you tell this guy in your eyes that I know exactly what to do and I know how to not allow you to be killed in that ring, because that's exactly what you have to relay to a fighter. When you look him into his eyes, he looks you into his pupils, he know you not goofing off. He know you studying. He know you got his back. He knows you sacrifice everything for him. And that is what a true teacher and a coach is here to do. Szpilka came short tonight. Why? Because he made a couple of mistakes. You do not trade with a guy that punches as hard as Deontay. And that's what he did. He traded shots. And Deontay came and landed quicker. Right hook, in close, game over. Lights out. All those 9 rounds for absolutely nothing. This is how the fight world goes down. Make sure you understand exactly what you're doing. Because if you just talking that talk in these circles, acting like you know boxing, you'll soon find out how much you know about boxing, because the ring will soon tell the truth about everybody. But congratulations to Deontay Wilder. He showed composure. And it takes those 3 things. Whenever you're in a fight game and you're fighting at this level, you got to have the wherewithal. You got to have composure. And you better have the skill set and belief. But he weathered the storms. And the storms were basically a chess match. And there was a few things that I wanted to make sure that you guys know, because I told you guys that we were starting a podcast. So the podcast is The Boxing Bridge. And this is where we bridge the gap in the sport of boxing for the fans. We want to make sure you understand from inside the corner and around those arenas. We got my man Xavier Porter, aka X, in the building from BrooklynFights.com. Nat's hosting the show. Yours truly in the building. Breaks the fights down. Interviews. Everything from your favorite fighters. This is going to be the next level. So be sure to go out to iTunes and make sure you get that subscription onto the Boxing Bridge. So if you out there on social media, follow us at Master Boxing on Twitter, Instagram, follow BrooklynFights.com. Go out to the site, check it out, read some of those great articles. Excuse my French. Nat, Adam, welcome aboard, Mark, with the voice. He's our Michael Buffer. This is the way we break the fight world down. My name is Eric Bradley, and I thank you guys for watching, because right now you're watching Master Boxing, and this is where we break the fight world down, my friend. Round by round, my friend. So long. See you next time. Prayers out to Szpilka. And one last thing, Tyson Fury, that was crazy tonight.